fanfare.
You'll find it's not so easy to impress these Egyptian types with your magic act, little buddy. These jokers ingest sorcery with their mother's milk.
Speaking of which, it looks like we finally managed to lose that pesky baby Amelia Earhart.
By George, you're right. That was a clever move, pointing her at that mirage and telling her it was an oasis.
Oh, little kids are so trusting.
Now, let's get down to the business at hand. We've got to find the Devil's Toy Box before it's scooped up by some disreputable tomb raiders.
More disreputable than us, you mean?
Look for a hidden passageway leading to an endless labyrinth. No doubt we'll encounter a dizzying array of fiendish death traps, but if we keep our wits about us...
Found it!
About time. Stop quaking with girlish timidity, Maximus.
It isn't that. It's my psychic aura. It's acting up again, Samus. Something within that toy box is calling out to me. Samus! It's a ventriloquist dummy!
Don't panic, little buddy. It could be a fake.
Well, well, what have we here? Tomb Raiders? Oh my, we haven't had a good raiding in nigh under 50 years. Now just sit tight for a minute. Afraid you caught us with our trousers down, so to speak. Haven't bothered to reset the security system in, I don't know how long. Now then, protection spell looks to be in order. There, that ought to do the trick. Nothing beats a good old-fashioned protection spell. Now don't touch that toy box if you value your hide.
The creepy old mole said not to touch it if we value our hides.
My hide's worth about $10 tops.
Ah, fudge. I was hoping these two'd put up some kind of challenge.
I hate to say it, Sam, but our great-grandparents were a couple of saps.
I don't think that's the way the story's supposed to end. Let's back it up and try it again.
There goes my aura again! I must have that dummy! Was that a...
Yes, little buddy? It looks like you got your asp.
And it's a big asp, too.
Who knew compressing into a can of nuts would be such a useful power?
Next time we do it, Samus, try to keep your feet out of my face. You grab that toy box, Samus, and I'll cover the exit.
Knucklehead, the toy box has a spell of protection on it, remember? It's hard to believe we're really in Egypt.
I thought it would be sunnier.
Come on, cutie, come to Grandpa.
Why, you sly old rascal.
Whoa, stay back, fellas. I was talking to her.
Hello, boys.
Bouncing boomerangs at a barbecue. She's back.
Never underestimate an independent woman.
Ain't she a caution? Just like my granddaughter used to be not so long ago. Yes, come on, come to Grandpa. Grandpa's got toys.
I like toys.
You keep your distance. No Tomb Raiders allowed in the burial chamber. Can't say I didn't warn you.
I don't think that's the way the story is supposed to end. Let's back it up and try it again. Say, Gramps,
What can I do for you, gents?
nice blocks.
Hieroglyphic blocks. Used them to teach my little Nefertiti how to spell way back in the day. Come on, princess. Gramps has some blocks for you to play with.
Can I have them?
You're a little old to be playing with blocks, ain't you?
Say, Gramps, you know that spell of protection you put on the Devil's Toy Box? We just cracked it.
Yep, we nabbed the treasure and we're on our way. Just stopped in to say goodbye.
Nice try, fellas. That security spell is pretty near foolproof, I reckon. I cast it many times, and it ain't failed me yet.
How about you let us come in, and we'll toss the baby over to you?
No, sir. Baby's gotta come to Grandpa all on her own, some. And then Grandpa'll tell her little stories and pinch her little fat cheeks.
Lord help us.
Stay vague.
Eh?
Hey, baby Amelia Earhart. What you doing in there, baby Amelia Earhart?
Studying the graves of the ancient tomb guardians. I'm on the verge of a major discovery. If my hunch is correct, this place was once home to a race of mole men.
We were terribly distraught to lose you back there in the desert.
Yes, I could see that at the time, from the way your shoulders were shaking with grief as you ran away. Or was it laughter? Anyway, fortunately for me, a caravan happened to be passing through the area. Bandits. They saw me there and picked me up. I don't speak much Arabic, but I did manage to gather something about my fetching an attractive price at the slave bazaar in Marrakesh. That would have been the end of the story, I suppose, if their chief hadn't carelessly left his scimitar within reach and if I weren't such an expert swordsman. Swordswoman.
Yes, well, don't wander off again.
Next time, something serious could happen.
That nice and only vaguely creepy old man over there wants to play with you.
Yes, I know. And you want me to toddle over on my adorable little footsie, so he'll bounce me on his knee and pinch my fat little cheeks and tell me suffocatingly dull stories about bunny rabbits. Also, you can sneak in behind his back and make off with his jewel-encrusted scarab collection or something. I wasn't born yesterday, you know.
My, you are a clever little imp.
Too clever for you, I'm afraid. I've no intention of being a pawn in your game, whatever it is, and I think I have a pretty good idea. Besides, I detest being slobbered over by geriatrics. I find it highly demeaning. I'm a liberated baby, you know. To hell with that Gucci-goo nonsense. This is the 20th century!
Be a good girl.
Woman. Good woman.
Look, Samuth, hieroglyphic blocks.
The time-honored method of introducing children to the joy of cultic incantations. Tourist brochures, eh? Planning a little vacation?
Yep, Benny and the kid think I could do with a little airing out. Been in this tomb so long, I'm starting to grow mold. Problem is, there's just so many darn places to visit. Say, where you boys from?
You wouldn't have heard of it. A little town called Stuttgart.
Stuttgart? You mean to tell me I've been standing here talking to a couple of dang nab-dad-blasted Stuttgarterians?
What's your language, Gramps?
No cursing in the burial chamber.
Oh, ho, ho. You ain't experienced cursing till you got a snoot full of my extra spicy bad luck whammy.
Call it. Heads or tails?
Tails. No, heads. Hell, no, tails.
You lose.
Psst,
Huh?
over here! You are wanting the devil's toy box, yeah? I can help you, but you must help me first.
How'd a European gent like yourself wind up on a two-dimensional surface like this?
I am but a poor student of the antiquities. I came to Egypt in order to make sketches of the tomb decorations. Little did I expect I would become a tomb decoration myself.
Who did this to you?
The moles! They are completely verrückt! Especially the old one. At first he played the kindly grandfather, but then without warning he turned on me like the vicious wild beast and cursed me with bad luck. I tried to flee, but the way out was blocked by a nasty mole woman with a cheesy accent. She threw another curse at me. In my confusion, I blundered into a tripwire and poof! Curse number 3! And here I am.
What's your problem? Bad accent?
No, I have been confined on this accursed wall for decades. You must free me. Bitte?
What do we need to do to get you down from there?
Do you see the bust of Samun Mak? There's a secret clasp underneath it. Release the clasp and I am released from the wall, your grateful servant.
How do we get to the bust?
That is the good question.
You know how to break the spell of protection over the toy box?
Naturally. During my long confinement here, I have had much opportunity to study the mole magic.
Then why can't you undo your own curse?
Alas, I have the limited mobility up here. You undo my spell, I'll help undo yours.
Hang tight.
I'm good at that.
This big ugly guy seems to be very taken with the little gold guy, maybe to an unhealthy degree.
I'm free! I'm free! Oh, glorious third dimension! Oh, blessed relief! I'm free! And you're not. So sorry. Gotta run.
Wait,
You said you'd help us land the devil's toy box.
Do not be silly. What would a couple of bas-reliefs want with a toy box? Cheers!
there are worse ways to spend eternity.
Hey, at least we're not in retail.
Infidels! Vipers! You have removed the sacred bust of Samun Mak. For your sins, you must remain on this wall.
Okay, fair enough. For how long?
For eternity!
I don't get it.
I'm sorry to threaten you, but my little buddy here knows every show tune ever written. And unless you take us off this wall, he's going to sing them all for eternity.
Give my regards to Broadway.
Silence!
Look, I shouldn't say anything, but my friend here, he's the one.
The one?
You know, the one.
Like in the prophecies.
Prophecies?
Didn't you get some prophecies about a great powerful something or other with a magical thing?
When we get home, I'm gonna have a little talk with my agent. Excuse me, I need to use the little pharaoh's room.
You'll have to hold it a while.
How long?
For eternity!
I still don't get it.
Okay, for reals, there's gotta be some way around this stuck on the wall for eternity hoo-ha.
Well...
Yeah? Come on.
Well, we have to let you off if you can answer the riddle of the Sphinx, which no one ever has.
Let's hear the riddle.
All right. You who raid the Pharaoh's tomb, much deserving of your doom. If you want to save your hide, tell us what the gods deride.
What the gods deride. Racism against gods?
Nuh-uh.
Guys who leave the seat up?
Not even close.
Short people?
Guess again.
People who do unflattering impressions of their friends behind their backs?
Like who, for instance?
Like who, for instance?
Nuh-uh.
Monkeys?
Not even close.
Insufferable philologistical affectation?
Guess again.
Those damn whippersnappers with their horseless carriages and crystal sets?
Nuh-uh.
Monsters.
Guess again.
Annoying people?
Is that it? Huh? Did we get it? Huh?
Not even close.
Chick flicks?
Guess again.
People who think everything's about them?
Meaning me, I suppose.
Not even close.
To cut the cucumber lengthwise?
Boy, that's a good one.
Never gets old, does it?
We're free!
And we've still got the bust of Salmon Mac. Huh. 2 doorways.
Halt! 2 doorways.
I just said that.
The doorway of life and the doorway of death. Choose aright, and you will pass through to the Chamber of Delight, wherein our greatest treasure resides. Choose a wrong,
A wrong?
and a mighty scimitar will strike from above and slice you cleanly in half. Proceed, if you dare.
After you, little buddy.
No, after you!
Ah! It appears your luck has finally run out!
That was a gruesome ending.
Yes, but not the gruesome ending we're looking for. Let's back it up and try it again.
I understand the cookies, but why did you bring along those funny papers we picked up back in the city?
You never know when funny papers are going to come in handy, little buddy.
Hey! Don't throw things through the doorway of death! Do you want to dull the blades?
Our bust must have busted the mechanism.
Ah!
Say, buddy,
Yes?
is that the scimitar there, over the...
Don't look! Don't look! The doors of life and death are supposed to be a surprise!
Hey, buddy, you know anything about an elderly mole man with specs?
Sure, that's my pop. He guards the burial chamber.
Can you convince the old guy to take down his protection spell and let us have the devil's toy box?
The devil's toy box? The treasure we moles have been guarding for 6,000 years?
Yeah.
No.
Will you please tell your daughter to stop making indecent proposals to us?
My daughter? You?
It's flattering, of course, but a clear violation of workplace guidelines on sexual harassment.
Stop saying that! You're like the grossest guys I've had the unfortunate displeasure to meet. Ever!
Indulging in a bit of wishful thinking, eh, fellas?
We ran into this mole person back in New York. Kerchief, obsessed with a can of nuts.
Natasha! My darling little pudding snout. Tell me, what was she up to?
Cursing elves, mostly.
Still doing what she loves most.
Answer me something, Pops. Why is it the moles back in New York speak in this funny dialect, and you talk just the same way we do?
I'm sorry, what did you say? I'm completely thrown by your accent.
Love to stay and chat, but we got a tomb to raid.
Oh. There we see the body of Saman Mok, borne to the tomb by the Mole Guardians. They say it was the costliest burial of all time.
Now that's what I love about this country. You guys know how to throw a classy funeral.
Saman Mok the Great, at the zenith of his power.
Gee, I want to be a god king.
Saman Mok discovers the Devil's Toy Box, the moment that changed the course of history. Young Saman Mok started life as a humble frog catcher, but fate intervened.
Hold it right there, buckos! Can't you read hieroglyphics?
It's a turn and a leaf.
Exactly. Turn and leaf. The two of us want to be alone. We happen to be sharing a super intimate moment. Marquis, lover boy.
Lover boy?
It's the dummy!
His name is Charlie Hotep. Now, are you gonna keep away, or do I have to shit spot on you? What?
Your father said something about finding his greatest treasure in here.
Yeah, so you found her. But don't start getting any ideas. I've already found my dream boy.
I'm truly happy for all of us.
We can't just leave. We went through so much to get here.
The doorways of life and death, you mean?
Right.
Dad built that. It's like supposed to discourage shooters. As if I need him always watching over me. God, so embarrassing.
So what happens if we decide to just saunter right in?
Do you want me to set my ass on you?
No, no! Oh, please, God, anything but that!
Listen, kid, I know your feelings for Charlie Hotep are very, well,
Dysfunctional?
but I'm going to have to insist you turn him over to my pal here.
Charlie and me are soulmates!
Right, as if. Charlie and I have a perfect understanding. Just try and come between us, and I'll put a curse on you that'll curl your toes.
Some people would say it isn't very becoming for a young lady to curse.
Yeah, right. Cursing is only like a completely major part of mole culture.
I suppose your dad does a curse too?
Ha! You don't even want to know. He's got, like, the most devastating curse in the whole world. The Sexo-Rejexo Hex.
Can you tell us about it without getting us an M rating?
How'd you like it if the very sound of your voice repulsed the opposite sex? Can you imagine?
What's your curse, little girl?
The whole scene hex. But I'm not very good at it yet.
Stay sullen, kid.
Shut up! That's it! You violated my inner sanctum!
Ew.
Go get him, Spot! Snacks for Charlie and me? Oh, Spot! You're such a good snake.
I don't think that's the way the story is supposed to end. Let's back it up and try it again.
What? Again? Can't you see Charlie and me want to be alone? Go get him, Spot! can of nuts for our tea party? You're the best little snake in the whole world. Well, Charlie, you finally got me alone. Now's your chance to murmur those 3 little words.
We're out of here!
Huh? You! See how you like Nefertiti's curse! Wait a minute, how does it go? Oh yeah.
Maximus!
No! For the love of God, no!
Say something, little buddy.
Moo.
Whew, he's all right. Practice makes perfect, kid. I'm sure you'll improve.
Oh, I hate you! You ruined my whole life!
Charlie, you and I are going to make beautiful music together. Now let's see. Where do my hands go? Ah! Let me show you how this 2 doorways gizmo works.
Huh? No, that wasn't me.
By the way, Nefertiti, you were adopted.
Oh, thank God!
Huh? No, that wasn't me.
Nefertiti, you're grounded for life.
I've been grounded for life my whole life!
Huh? No, that wasn't me.
For my first trick, I'll need to procure a small personal item from a member of the audience.
Quit it, Maximus.
Bye, Dad. I'm off to Paris to become a courtesan.
You are not.
What? I didn't say anything!
Hey, Dad, how do you reverse the protection spell on the toy box?
Well, first you... Nefertiti? Not in front of T-H-E-M.
What? I didn't say anything!
Go ahead and take the gummy. I was through with it anyhow.
What? I didn't say anything!
I can't hold it inside any longer. I love you, Samus and Maximus. I want to be your mole. I want to have your puppies. There, I've said it.
Nefertiti!
I didn't...
If I hadn't just heard it with my own ears, I'd have never believed it.
But it wasn't...
I've got no choice but to blast you fellows with the Sexo-Rejexo hex. Brace yourselves. Until the curse wears off, the very sound of your voice will repulse the opposite sex.
You keep your distance. No tomb raiders allowed in the burial chamber.
Wanna go on a ride?
I eat little children for breakfast.
What? I didn't say that.
Sam and Max are my best friends. Please let them into the burial chamber.
What? No, they aren't. Don't!
Say hi to Grandpa.
Well, well, look who dropped in. Ain't you a lively little wiggler?
I'm afraid I must be going.
Wait, Grandpa's got a story for you. Once upon a time, in a far-off kingdom, there was a family of adorable bunny rabbits. Now, these little rabbits lived in a hole at the bottom of a fir tree. Now, that seemed like a contradiction, doesn't it? A tree with fur on it. But it was a funny...
Hiya, Samu and Mac.
Nice place you got here.
One day, bunnies come out from under the tree, and there was a big old wolf that bit the heads off. Oh, life is cruel. Little scamp got away. Come on back out, baby. Grandpa's got lots more stories for you.
I sure loves me that bust. I'm a bust man. Don't believe the mustache is real? Go on, give it a tug.
Hardy har har.
Hey, we're the meat-based version of us again.
Now, to scramble this security spell. Great, they're welded in place. It's a perfectly fine protection spell, but I think we can improve it. Now that's an inscription.
What's all the commotion? Did I cast that protection spell, or didn't I? Can't remember. Well, no harm in giving it another shot.
Look! No moles in sight. Stone Guardian guys, otherwise occupied.
Unbreakable spell of protection, broken.
Nothing standing between us and that toy box but air. Come on, little buddy, let's go get it. I think this is where we came in.
I'm experiencing a newfound sense of respect for our forebears, Sam.
I know how you feel, little buddy. Say what you will about our gene pool, it did manage to produce a couple of winners.
You hear that? You guys are winners!
If you factor out the squalid death in a dirty boiler room.